Trump falsely claims Manafort judge declared there was no collusion with Russia. President Donald Trump weighed in Friday to the sentencing of his former campaign chairman Paul Manafort by twisting a federal judge's words to claim that there was no collusion with Russia in the 2016 campaign. Both. The facts first, the judge said no such thing. In fact, on Thursday to serve nearly 4 years in prison for a vast financial fraud scheme. But Manafort is. Ellis later repeated that Manafort is. The judge never said during the 3-hour hearing that there had been no. Later with reporters on Friday, Trump correctly said, they. Throughout the trial, Ellis made it apparent that he wanted to separate the whole issue of Russia and collusion from the facts surrounding Manafort's financial crimes. Manafort was convicted in August of 8 counts of financial fraud. He committed some of. Before the trial, Manafort's lawyers asked the judge to drop the charges because they weren't directly related to Russian interference in the 2016 campaign, saying at the time, Ellis was appointed to the federal bench by President Ronald Reagan in 1987. During his career,
raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.